Here. I'm so excited. I'm going to say spoiler alert. I'm going to show you some pictures from Summer Sundrops. This is the cover, and I want to read some stories this morning. Well, some of the pages. I'm not going to read all of them, but I want to show you kind of my process of how I do this. So I create in a program called Procreate. Right here it is. Poop. That's Procreate. So these are all the images that I have made. These are kind of unique. Well, they're very unique because they all started life as a photograph. So this little guy, for instance, this was a photo, and then you can add layers to this by clicking this button. So I add layers and I paint the watercolor, and I do the things like put these highlights in, and then the last thing I do is remove the photograph from it. So you're left with just all of this incredible art that is done with Procreate. So that's how I do the images. But I'm going to go through page by page because I'm getting ready to do this as a PDF and to actually publish this on Amazon. I use Kindle Direct Publishing. So I want to make sure Summer Sundrops. I might actually move this down just a bit. It's going to move these things. So I have to bring those up. Move that down one more bump. And that's good. That kind of centered that page and that page. And I'm going to have 2 blank pages before the book starts. And they'll probably put one more blank page in. So this is why I like a blank page. It just gives you here. So when you're doing a book, you need to just copyright it. You copyright it just by saying copyright 2024. And then this, can I make this bigger? Yes, I can. This is the 4th in my fairy tales about the seasons. It's dedicated to the dreamers. If you see a typo, please say. You can help me edit. There's a little bug on my screen. What are you, little bug? This is the 4th of my fairy tales about the seasons. I need a drink of water. That's better. Wet my whistle. This is the 4th. Maybe I should say Summer Sundrops is the 4th. Summer Sundrops is the 4th book in my fairy tales about the seasons. 4th book in my fairy tale series about the season. Okay. This is why I say things. Hello, Jody. This is why I say things are written, things are rewritten. Okay, Summer Sundrops is the 4th book in my fairy tale series about the seasons. That sounds so much better. It's dedicated to the dreamers, the doers, and the people who like to sit in sunbeams. I like to sit in sunbeams. Do you like to sit in sunbeams? The illustrations are photographs by myself of things I have created with my wonderful husband, Morton, our son, James, and the help of many other family and friends in the old church in Pennsylvania I'm lucky to call home. I have an editor who's gonna look at that for punctuation, etc. I tend to run on with paragraphs and I shouldn't. Using Procreate on my iPad, I have digitally altered and punched up colors to create something unique for the pictures in this fairy tale. You are invited to visit our YouTube channel, the 1870 Studio. That's where you are now. to see just how this book came about. You might be watching this. Pretend this is the future. I'm hoping it's a favorite and you can see the magic all around you in your own beautiful world. Hugs and happiness, Priscilla. Okay, blank page, blank page. First page. And this is in, this is going to be on Amazon. Even get this published while I'm still down here in Florida. Okay. There once was an old church, lonely and forgotten. The roof was very leaky, and lots of wood was rotten. That's true. It was found quite accidentally, after a decade of sitting alone, bought by a couple of dreamers who turned it into their home. He was a hard worker, she had a big vision. Together they built a fairy tale. This team was on a mission. There's the church. Which I also, from the photograph, there had been the power lines that I got in the picture that were running up here. I took them out. Actually, they were running here, maybe. I took out the power lines. And I also added more color to the canna lilies. Okay. And remember, if you see a typo, comment, please, please, please. After 9 years or so, creating in all seasons, the couple started traveling. Inspiration was their reason. Before heading out for points unknown, they watered all the plants. Each one got a drink from a jug that came from France. In the tiki room, the jug was left sitting on a shelf. When the sunlight landed on it, it somehow spilled itself. So this is the jug, the sun shining through, and that is the jug that I got when I was in France, which I'm loving that. And here's my little, there's the little hedgehogs just looking. They're frozen. They're in the tiki room. The water struck by sunbeam had magic in the drops that ran out on the tiki hut and covered all the tops. Then hedgehogs came to life. No one is quite sure how, but they could walk and talk. I'll tell you about them now. Curious about the water that had woken them all up, they scurried to the bottle, still dripping in a cup. That's the bottle, dripping in the cup. That's the hedgehogs. They scurried. They sat the bottle up again and had a real good look. They couldn't quite understand. They'd go consult a book. Strange things all around them. They looked at one another. Smiling, they were all friends, like a sister and a brother. I'm going to say, or a brother. Oh no, and a brother. You can be friends with both of them. Then they heard a strange noise. They didn't have a clue. They all got very still indeed, not knowing what to do. There they are. Bubbles appeared. So there's some bubbles starting to appear. Bubbles appeared on this first day of summer and floated from above. Each one covered a clay hedgehog and filled them all with love. Standing still, they disappeared right inside their home. The tiki room was magic. They knew they'd never roam. All at once they heard the noise. The bubbles all went pop. Then each hedgehog said out loud, "I'm a summer sundrop." There's the bubbles. And you can see the little hedgehogs, but you can't see them. I want the focus to be on the bubble. Zzz. Their little home was special, inside a blissful place. Each summer sundrop scurried around with a smile upon their face. Everywhere they looked, there was something to explore. Hidden behind the organ pipes, they couldn't ask for more. Two hedgehogs went Two hedgehogs went up to the stove and started quickly cooking. Both had an egg sunny side up while the others all were looking. Maggie really loves this picture. I do too. The little hedgehogs sitting on top of each other cooking an egg. And I made the hedgehogs out of clay. I also made the little skillet out of clay has a little egg in it. And this little stool, that's something that I call fairy beads that I make. And then I decorated the stool. But we can see the bubbles faintly still around these guys. Okay, the days of June and July passed by quickly. Inside the old church so still, inside the old church so still, and behind organ pipes when not playing, summer sundrops would sit on the sill. They'd look out the window and wonder, what did this big world hold? That needs to be a question mark. They'd have fun and all play together. It was lovely, all the stories they told. There were all different kinds of summer sundrops. Some spent time on learning, you see. So much to take in while the sun shines, while the sun shines. And the seasons keep turning for you and me. I need to go back and get a hold of that. I love this picture. This makes me want to paint the church like I painted this picture. And I just add some little whimsy and light. And yeah, tiki room. I really like these words. Have you ever met someone so special you seem like best friends from the start? That's how it was with the Sundrops, because each one had love in their heart. While exploring, laughing, and learning, they'd just call each other sweet friend. No time for labels and names while playing their games. They all knew that summer would not end. Read, reread, reread. Trying to talk to a glass jellyfish proved pointless, but boy was it fun. All the while in their tropical playground, fairy lights twinkled as bright as the sun. I love this picture too. That's a little glass jellyfish that is in the tiki room. Summer sundrops would sit on the edge of their world surrounded by a case, the old wooden cabinet that had held the organ seemed to keep the wee hedgehogs in place. They couldn't step outside of the tiki room. They'd look at what's over the wall, but if they dare put a pink toe, they couldn't step. I have outside and outside, so I need to change this. They couldn't step out of the tiki room. They'd look at what's over the wall, but if they dared put a pink toe to the outside, they'd get cold and curl into a ball. That's not right. I gotta change that. But if they dare stick a pink toe outside, stick a pink toe beyond they'd get cold and curl into a ball. I'm going to read that again. They couldn't step out of the tiki room. They'd look at what's over the wall. If I can take but out. If they dare stick a pink toe beyond it. they'd get cold and curl into a ball. That reads so much better. That I love. Okay. They couldn't step out of the tiki room. They'd look at what's over the wall. If they dare stick a pink toe beyond it, they'd get cold and curl into a ball. Yes, that's it. So they'd be content just at peeking at the treasures the old church did hold. They never quite fancied the freezing. They preferred the warm sun to the cold. Yes, because it's summer. There's our little guy. Look, he can't go over that wall. He'll get cold. I love him. He's on I Dream in Technicolor. I got to take a minute and just show you this. This guy here. Oh, here it is. This is our Printify. This is our Printify store. Oh, saying welcome back. Dang it. Sorry. Let's go to my products. That's what we're looking at. Okay. I Dream in Technicolor is on a magnet. He's on a hat. I'm getting this hat. I'm giving this hat to her granddaughter for a birthday present. She loves him. I think he's so beautiful. I'm getting this one for me. I love it. I Dream in Technicolor. It's printed on the front and the back. The back doesn't have the words, just has a big image. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. This guy, this guy's a little star. And you can get him on merch. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna read one more page, I think. I don't want to read the whole book on here. I just want to show you kind of my process of I read this and read this and read this and edit and edit and edit. And then I pass it on to a couple people. One is a professional editor who gives me, yeah, notes. Sometimes not. Did I mention the bubbles around them? They always were there in the light. When it was dark, they'd all get together, stepping on the remote. No, I can't say that because the bubbles aren't who's going to be stepping on there. Okay, did I mention the bubbles around them? They always were there in the light. Wait, no, that doesn't need to be that. Did I mention the warm feeling, maybe? Warm feeling. Good morning. Well, I'm on YouTube. Say good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Like your shirt. Are you thinking about breakfast? This is wrong. Martin brought me my pills. Breakfast pills. Honey, I'm just happy with one of those drinks for breakfast, please. Okay, did I mention the warm feeling around them? I want that instead of... Did I mention the warm feeling around them? That's better than the bubbles. They always were warm in the love. They always were... see, this is like... if you're a writer... and sorry, I just got out of bed and pulled my hair up. If you're a writer, creator, whatever, when you get into interruptions, which, I mean, let's face it, that's what life is all about. You get the interruptions. You lose your train of thought. I do anyway, and it just takes me a minute. That's okay. I'll wait from here because I don't want to read the whole thing on the read through. And I'll work on more of it later. Morton just got up. It's 9:23, and I woke up at 6, so that's why I look so good. So sometimes, and it's okay when that happens, you're gonna get interruptions. I'll just go back. I got a bunch of the pages. done, I feel. I'll go back and reread, but I'm trying to keep each page at the 3 paragraphs to tell the story. And I don't want to give away exactly what's going on here yet. I know it's going to have spoilers, but I don't want to give you too many spoilers. So I'm going to jump off for now. You can go back and rewatch this. I do want to show you the process, though, of turning my Word document into a PDF. I am going to show you how I upload everything to KDP. If you're not, thanks, babe. If you're not, this is my breakfast, a protein shake. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe, comment, and I have all, if you want to see how to publish your own book, I put on a series on here. I think, no, playlist, it's called on YouTube. Lady of the Leaves, this book here, Lady of the Leaves. It's all on there. How I did everything is on here. This book, I wrote right at this desk in my this table in my granddaughter's studio. So if you want to see it, the videos are right here on YouTube. So have a beautiful day and happy Friday. Do something wonderful for you. Bye for now.